Destiny. So as you might remember, Destiny came out last year, and it was the most expensive game ever made, I think, possibly even apparently the most expensive thing ever made, and it was okay. I mean, let's get the good stuff out of the way first. And you should never say out of the way for the good stuff, should you? Okay, so the good stuff. Combat was pretty solid, yeah, it all worked very well. The gunplay was functional and fun, I suppose. Visually, the game was quite impressive. You know, it pushed the Xbox One and the PS4 quite nicely. Obviously, the last generation versions weren't as good. The sound was perfectly fine too. It was nice and sci-fi, but it wasn't exactly interesting. The music was quite bland, to be entirely honest. I certainly wouldn't be buying the soundtrack for this game. The multiplayer was fun and it worked. It didn't really add anything new, to be quite honest. Like that's the biggest problem with Destiny. I don't really understand why you'd buy this game. If you like multiplayer arena combat, I mean, Bungie's previous games, Halo, offered far more in terms of multiplayer, and also it was balanced insofar as in Destiny you can level up and get really high level gear in the single player, and that transfers over to the multiplayer, meaning the first time you play in multiplayer you're probably going to get absolutely trounced on by some people who've been playing the single player far more. It just means that it's unnecessarily unbalanced. I mean, yeah, everyone has the level playing field to get that gear, but basically the game is making you play its mediocre single player just to have a fighting chance in its mediocre multiplayer. And if you want a good single player experience, well, actually Halo once again probably offers you a more coherent one, but there's so many good first person shooters out there, there's so many good MMOs out there, and there are so many good RPGs out there. Destiny is this kind of conglomerate, this mix of those three genres, and it doesn't do particularly well at any of them. I mean, that's the thing, it's solid at everything. Its visuals, solid, its audio, solid, its gameplay, solid. Its storytelling, absolutely abysmal, but we'll get onto that in a minute. It just doesn't do anything particularly well. I remember when Destiny was first, when we first kind of started seeing a bit more of the E3, I said it looks like a mix of Halo and Borderlands. And to be honest, that really is actually exactly what it is. I had a friend who said to me, as long as it does everything well, I think it's going to be really good. And he was kind of right, and I was kind of right at the same time. He was right insofar as it did do everything well, it was solid at everything, but I was right insofar as that just wasn't enough. That does not by itself make a good game. Now, the storytelling. Coming from Bungie, who made the really wonderful universe and lore of Halo, this is just dreadful. What is the story even about? I stopped paying attention to it a few hours in. It doesn't help the fact that most of the exposition comes from the least inspired voice acting performance from a good actor in the history of the universe. Peter Dinklage completely phones it in as Ghost, or Dinklebot as he became affectionately known. I mean, there was a meme, it was appearing on t-shirts, the wizard came from the moon. I mean, I'm sure you all remember that from the it was the alpha test or the beta test, not sure which. I played Destiny in its beta test on both, I played it on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Xbox 360. And I thought, this is okay, it's fine, I don't really see the need to buy it. I did buy it nonetheless, and I've had some fun, I suppose, playing it with friends, because all games are better with friends, but it's completely uninspired. It just does everything, it seems to be happy to be mediocre at everything, and that to me just does not cut it in this day and age. The most fun that I had in Destiny was when myself and a friend of mine who we were playing together, we were on the tower and we started dancing, and a bunch of other strangers started dancing with us. That was the most fun I had in Destiny. Overall, I rate this game a 5 out of 10 because it does deserve those 5, because as I keep saying, it is solid in almost every aspect apart from storytelling. But it is the absolute epitome of mediocrity, and therefore a 5 out of 10, 50% seems completely fitting. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Please do leave a comment below and let me know what you think of Destiny. Do you agree with me, or do you think I'm full of it? I'd really love to know, because I think this is actually quite a polarizing game in many ways. A lot of people did enjoy it and a lot of people hate on it even more than I do. I don't even think I hate on it. I think I just, like I said, think it's the epitome of mediocrity. So let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.